Hi everyone, I'm Tasneem back with this week's movie review. Telling the story about victims of gang rape and abuse is not an easy thing to do, but director Meghna Gulzar does just that with her latest release, Chhapaak, which is based on the true story of acid attack survivor, now activist, Laxmi Aggarwal. Taking on that lead role is one of the most beautiful actresses in Bollywood today, Deepika Padukone, who becomes the character of Malti and brings her journey to the big screen. Taking on a tough role and a tough subject matter, and to do so with sensitivity and not melodrama, is not an easy task. So let's see if director Meghna Gulzar and Deepika Padukone are able to do that with their film Chhapaak.
उन्होंने मेरी सूरत बदली है, मेरा मन नहीं.
Chhapaak tells the story of Malti, a simple college-going girl who aspires to become a singer, but one day her life changes forever. This change and how this new identity prompts Malti to begin working for acid attack victims, as well as battling her own court case against the attacker and go through corrective surgeries as well. Meghna Gulzar, who earlier gave us the amazing film Razi, handles this movie wonderfully. Chhapaak stays close to the story of Laxmi, only changing her name and age, but the details are all kept accordingly. The movie does not try to pull at the viewer's heartstrings, but instead celebrates the courage of Malti, who refuses to let the incident crush her. We watch as she fights and helps other victims, all the while accepting her new self and finding happiness in that. Yes, there are many scenes where we see what happens and why it happens, and those moments are heartbreaking to see the monstrous actions of the people who do what they do. But Chhapaak makes sure to not focus on the attacker because he is not important. What is important is what Malti fights for, the punishment for doing such a thing, and how it was extremely lenient before this case came to light. While the movie could have easily focused on the pain that Malti goes through, it is more of an empowering watch as we see her find her self-worth and making the most of her life after such an incident. However, there are parts of the movie where the pace slows down and it feels sluggish. Though the courtroom scenes are excellent, they tend to drag in certain parts. With this film, Deepika has delivered a performance unlike anything she's done before. She not only wears the makeup and prosthetics to look like Malti, but she gets into the skin of the character and becomes her. Her soft-spoken nature paired with her sweet smile make you not only feel for her, but cheer her on every step of the way. Certain scenes are extremely painful to watch, and Deepika performs them with utmost confidence. Vikrant Massey as the strong-headed Amol is equally great. He plays a committed activist, determined to find justice, not just for Malti but for other survivors like her. He is subtle yet convincing. His scenes and romance with Deepika are also handled well and never become too Bollywoodish. Chhapaak features a few songs only in the background. The title track is powerful with lyrics that stay with you long after the film is ended. This movie tells a heartbreaking story, but the message that it sends of standing tall and celebrating life even after you faced adversity at its worst is what is taken away at the end. For Deepika's outstanding performance and a story that needs to be seen, we're giving Chhapaak 3.5 stars. This is a movie that needs to be seen, so we can all learn and understand how these things happen and what are the consequences of such actions. They do not just change someone's face, but someone's identity as well. This is a movie that should be seen by all.